I'm Alex from Wilkinson Cameras, and today I'm out with the brand new Canon RF 10-20 F4 L IS STM lens. It's the world's widest full-frame zoom lens with AF, or certainly at the time that we're filming this video. I've been told by Canon that this is a replacement for the EF 11-24 F4 L USM lens. First things first, I've been loaned all of this equipment by Canon, and this lens is a pre-production lens. So all of the images filmed and shot with it today might not be the true final quality of the final production model. I'm fairly confident that most of the images, or all of the images, will be exactly as I'd expect from an L series lens, but I am contractually bound to tell you that it's pre-production, and also we can't zoom in to any of the images to show you the detail captured. So if it is brilliant, you're just going to have to take my word for it for now. So it's an L series RF lens, so it's the highest quality lens that Canon offer, and this focal length is going to appeal to photographers across landscape, architecture, interiors, commercial, even astrophotography. For video, it's got some really great features which I'll touch on later, and the super wide angle is going to be great for adding drama, for really wide establishing shots, and for unique perspectives in film, documentaries, even vlogging, although it's a pretty expensive vlogging option if I'm honest. I'm going to be using the Canon EOS R5 today. To get the most from the new features in this lens, which I'll touch on more later, you will need an R series camera with IBIS, and you will need a soon to be released firmware update for those models. The EOS R5 that I'll be using today already has the new firmware on it ahead of launch, so that we can fully test the lens for you. Now, I've already mentioned that this replaces the EF 11-24mm, and the first thing you're going to notice is the RF 10-20 here is tiny in comparison. It's 2 centimeters narrower, which you can really see just by looking at. It's also less than half the weight of the 11-24. It weighs just 570 grams, so you could have the 10-20 F4 and a 70-200 F4 for around the same weight as the EF 11-24mm, which is just incredible. I asked Canon how on earth they've achieved this size of lens at this focal length particularly, because I think to date that this is the most noticeable size difference between the old version of a lens and the new one. Yes, other RF lenses are smaller and lighter, but sometimes you really only appreciate that when you pick them up. You don't need to get your hands on these to see the difference. You can just tell by looking, but let me tell you, you can tell the difference in the weight of this thing. It all comes down to the RF lens mount and the smaller flange distance, making it possible to make whole new lens designs and elements within them. The RF lens mount also allows for more data to be passed from the lens to the camera, which is why we also see things like the custom buttons on newer lenses and also control rings. The 10-20mm has both of these, which you can program in camera to suit your needs. I've got the control ring on aperture, and I've got the custom button here set to AF. At the back of the lens, you've got a built-in filter holder. It's a gel filter holder apparently. Doesn't look like the same filters that are used in the drop-in system that Canon have in some of their lenses, and I don't have any more information on it just at the moment. Of course, the front element is too bulbous for a traditional filter on the front there, so the rear filter system is going to come in handy. Being an RF lens, it is dust and weather sealed, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm not sure if we'll need that today. It might rain, we'll see. A major upgrade from the EF 11-24mm is the fact that this has image stabilization in it, up to 5 stops or 6 stops with a suitable EOS R series body, so one with IBIS built in. As well as IS, the lens features peripheral control stabilizer. This is going to be invaluable for video. Stabilizing a wide-angle lens usually results in wobble at the edges of the image, but not with this new peripheral control stabilizer built into this, which promises smooth video, especially when combined with movie digital IS. We also see the introduction of Canon's STM linear motor for smooth, quiet focus in video and fast, quiet AF in stills. This is the first Canon L series lens to feature an STM motor, but on top of that, they've also included a position sensor for a faster startup time. AF is faster than the EF 11-24mm, so this is just another improvement on the lens that the 10-20mm replaces. The lens is made up of spherical elements, UD and super UD coatings, which are designed to offer the sharpest, highest quality images with minimised chromatic aberration and minimised distortion. It's also designed to minimise ghosting and flare, although we have been told that we can't necessarily test that on this model because it is pre-production. But above all else, it's designed to maintain resolution and contrast across the entire frame. It features advanced rectilinear optical design, which means that straight lines are kept straight, even in the edges of the frame. This is going to be especially important for architecture, and the constant f4 aperture means that even if you change focal length, your exposure can remain the same. So in summary, the Canon RF 10-20mm F4L IS STM is a sound addition to the RF lens lineup. It's offering massive improvements versus the 11-24mm. It's incredibly small and lightweight. It's super wide. I have just loved the perspective I've got from this today. I've really enjoyed using it. I love how lightweight it is. I think the handling is superb. I think this is a really exciting addition for the RF lens lineup, and I think it's going to be a really interesting addition for filmmakers using the Canon system, maybe the Canon C70. It is designed with video in mind, and it offers a completely new viewpoint that you don't really see with AF from any other lenses. But of course, photographers are going to love this as well. I've not mentioned the price point because at the time that we've been using this, I didn't have one. I do know it's going to launch around the £3,000 price point, which is on a par with the old EF 11-24mm, but you're getting so much more with this. I will put a link down below to the product page, so you will be able to check the latest price on it, check if there's any offers, check stock, place an order. But yeah, I'm going to get out with this, carry on using it, hopefully get some really great sample images for you, and I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you like the idea of this lens, what you think about it, have kind of nailed it, or did you want something different from this lens? Let us know. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you really soon.